Hello guys and welcome back to Sudden Strike 4. Today we have for you the second mission of the Soviet campaign, Battle of Moscow. Let's go ahead and read the description. Battle of Moscow, Kalinin Front. As the capital of the USSR, the city of Moscow was one of the primary targets of Germany's invasion on the Eastern Front. The attack, Operation Typhoon, started on the 2nd of October 1941 and soon became a turning point for the Eastern Theatre of War. As the German offensive halted after coming very close to the city even in the face of fierce Russian defence in November, fresh Soviet divisions from the east were deployed behind Moscow. On the 5th of December, the Soviet counteroffensive was initiated on the Kalinin front. The Germans were caught by surprise as they estimated the Russian forces to be as depleted and exhausted by then as their own. Because Hitler forbade any form of surrender to his forces in the face of the Soviet attack, many German soldiers fell in hopeless defence of their crumbling lines. By year's end, the Red Army had driven back the enemy by over 100 kilometres and started counterattacks in other sectors. The Germans were unable to reorganise their lines until spring. I'm not sure what doctrine we're going to really need for this. I'm just going to look at the briefing and then come back.
Break through the first German defense line. Break through the second German defense line. Reclaim the airport and encircle the city.
So it looks like it's going to be open warfare mainly. I think we're going to go for the support doctrine, as it does allow us to maintain the repair of our vehicles. We do get the reinforced sandbag bunkers, and I think the use of artillery will be something that we do quite often. So, what do we want to do here then with our points? We have 3 points to spend. We can get hand grenades, smoke grenades, we can get the hatch lookouts, we can get sandbag covers for our units, but not going to be useful if we're attacking so hard into the enemy emplacements. Demolition kits, not so useful. Extended camouflage, maybe, as they will be harder to detect in light vegetation. I mean, it might be better off to put points into something else, just because then I could actually invest the points properly, but actually they all look kind of bad. Let's just go for the extended camouflage. I think that's probably going to be the best bet, and if there's any light vegetation, then it will make them harder to detect as we attack. Okay, let's start the mission.
Attention, comrades. These fascist bastards cannot resist the might of the Red Army. We will take back everything that they took from us. Our top priority is to keep the enemy army in a pocket around the city. We must not let them break out. First, we must demolish the German defense lines before us.
Okay, so I've just got all my infantry out here. Just because I want to make sure that that is just Group 2 on their own. I don't want these guys to be part of Group 2. They can be like Group 5. Cool. So I have my infantry just spread out nicely. Cool. And we will move just straight up towards them. All Ruski style. Might even be worth getting to the right side here so we can move up through this field. Or at least in some form of cover. I'm going to get my tanks to come up. Alright, aside from that, we have a towed gun, we have our support, and we have the extra vehicles. We'll keep the vehicles behind, same with the support. Move the tanks forwards alongside the infantry. Alright, let's have the infantry just start to crawl forwards. Hopefully it will spot us some targets. We could also probably drop off this gun. Let's drop off that artillery. I'll probably get it up to the same line as the tanks. Okay, and we'll allow that to do its thing. Okay, So there is an AT gun there, but I think it can't see my tanks, so we're just able to freely fire at that. I think it's actually firing at my units on the right side here. All that is being shot at. Get the truck out of the way. Let's continue forwards here. I'll let the tanks help out, kill off the AT gun there. There we go, nice. Oh, there's an actual tank. Panzer III. Alright, let's have these guys keep up. Don't want our trucks too far behind. And it looks like we need our first repair. Alright, let's sort that out. BB1. Tracks have been damaged. We broke through there, we'll break through to the right as well. Gonna line up the men. We'll let that KV-1 be repaired quick. Okay. Alright, go on, men. Push up. Oh, it's just a bunch of men in the house there. An AT gun. It's gonna be wrecked. Nice. Job done. We'll move to the left then. Probably come up, yeah, from behind. Definitely a good idea. Continue to move up the trucks and so on. Might just have this move over like so. Oh, there's a couple of AT guns there, we'll probably pick them up. We have a couple of spare trucks actually, now we've unloaded all of our infantry. Oh, need to get on our bellies. There's a tank there. There we go. What I'm going to do is get a couple of riflemen onto these AT guns as well. Cool. Capture those. They will probably come in handy at some point. Might want to turn them around there. Oh, I can actually fortify those as well. Right, so we'll need to move towards that hedgerow. Get the tanks lined up and ready to go. Oh, that's AT gun gone. Right. On tanks, move ahead, and we'll have all of these units move here. Cool. Artillery's still doing a decent job by the looks of things. So are the tanks. Brilliant. Looks like there's some stuff I can capture over here. There's also some artillery over there, I think. Medic's coming over to pick up an officer, even though it's getting hit under fire. Field HQ is going to get absolutely annihilated. Let's go take care of this artillery, otherwise it's going to demolish my infantry. Although I might actually just charge it with all my infantry, maybe try and capture it. Not sure if that's the best idea, but we'll have a go. Oh, there goes one of my infantry guys. Let's try not let the tanks kill it. Come on, kill off the infantry. You run next to them. Okay, cool. Nice.
Don't lose your momentum. Continue your attack. Now you must break through the second defense.
We're going to keep going. Get those guys into that tank. We need to fix that up. Put an officer in there. We need to hold this position. Oh, I guess that's why these AT guns are here then. We can fortify those up, so we'll do that. We need to get our infantry over here. Probably put a couple of men into that armored car.
Слушаю.
We'll have our infantry come over and lie down.
Пехота в пути. Иду туда, где нужен.
Cool. Move forwards the tanks a bit.
Пехота здесь. Есть.
Those need repairing at all? I don't think they do. Hopefully they're pointed the right direction. May as well have the repair truck come over here and sort out that panzer.
Да.
We can also sort out that artillery as well. Let's unfortify it, then maybe he can help us out actually.
Ожидаю распоряжений.
Artillery gun needs to come up.
Артиллерия готова.
Cool. Do we have line of sight with these tanks onto the panzer? I don't think we do. Yeah, I think those AT guns are going to get wrecked. How are our medics doing? Oh, both of our medics died. Okay. I should definitely keep the medics on a separate hotkey. That's just silly. Both the medics dead. Oh dear. Right. Well, at least we've repaired those lot. Let's go repair that gun. We'll have this tank come over and join us. Cool. That's now part of Group 1. It's just like a medic firing at my AT gun. Yeah, he's dead. Good stuff. We have an extra truck, don't we? So let's use that to go pick up that 105mm howitzer. And I may as well have this resupplied as well.
They are running like dogs.
Okay, let's go. Oh, there is actually pretty solid defense there, I think. Oh, nice. We get rocket launchers. Beautiful. Alright, let's add these tanks to Group 1. We'll get them to join us. These can all now be joined in Group 2. Add those to Group 2. I will put the medics in like Group 7 or something, just so I don't lose them. Alright, let's get these guys to just book it behind the tanks. We need the medics to actually keep up. Mustn't leave them behind. And we have more support vehicles to use. Fantastic. Alright, so I guess the main thing here then is just to set up my artillery so that it can fire on everything. So that's the towed artillery, that is. So I guess I'll just move them slightly ahead of the tanks, or maybe where the tanks are, and hopefully they can help us out. Like so. This armoured car, not sure what I want to do with it honestly. Maybe keep it with the infantry. The infantry though, what I need to do is kind of split it up possibly, and then just have it spot for us. So if I take like these lot, for example, put them on their bellies, move them to the right side, we should be able to sneak through there. I'll put them on no fire at will. Then on this left side, we need to do the same, so we'll move through. And because we have these BM-13 rocket launchers, should be able to do a lot of damage before we even open fire. So let's get them on their bellies and we'll move up. Oh, maybe not. There's a tank there. Okay, what tank is that? We'll put them on hold fire at will. Tank is that? A little bit worried there. These infantry, however, they can continue to move up. What is it? Something bloody slow. And have those artillery pieces move up. It is a Panzer II. Oh, no, that's not good. Don't want to waste those. Don't want to waste those. Don't fire well. Don't fire well. That was complete overkill. Right, let's get the supply trucks to follow those guys. They all need to be added to Group 4 actually. There we go. And Group 5 is fine. Okay, So, let's get Group 2 to move up there.
Ожидаю распоряжений.
All that infantry, that is.
Пехота
Just to
готова.
keep crawling
Ну
forwards.
уже!
We'll find ourselves some targets, and then we will slam them with what we got.
Готовы служить. В пути!
Okay. There's a little bit of infantry, I think, in each of those. Oh, we've opened fire here, which isn't good. Don't want to do that.
Пехота
Come
в
back,
пути!
man.
Распоряжение! Пехота в
You
пути!
silly billies.
Так точно!
You can kill the guys who are following you. That's fine.
Уничтожили цель!
But I don't want you to fire at will as you move back up. Thank you very much. Okay. So, over on this right side, let's just hit them with the rockets there.
Выполнять приказ.
We can probably hit those tanks with the rockets in the mid. Should be fine.
Готовы служить.
Распоряжение.
Let me move forwards the tank line actually, just so that they can fire as well.
Готовы служить.
Right, let's move these guys forwards.
Да.
Get that rocket vehicle ready to fire.
Уничтожили цель! Пехота
I still not
здесь.
see anything.
Понял?
Come on. Okay, nice.
Координаты.
And we're gonna rocket that.
Артиллерия! Огонь! Готов выполнять приказ. Пли по цели!
Вижу врага!
Распоряжение.
Yep, Panzer 3 decides to come forwards there. Gets absolutely wrecked.
Да. Так точно.
Пехота здесь!
Right, they can open fire. We'll start making the push, because I don't think these are actually that well defended.
Пехота здесь!
Я готов. Пли по цели!
Уничтожили врага!
Грузовик снабжения готов.
Right, where's the other
Готов.
resupply? There he is.
Уничтожили цель.
Alright, let's have those men
Есть!
go and run into that trench,
Техника готова к работе.
and we will annihilate that AT gun, apparently.
Давай же.
I think we basically destroyed the right flank with just the infantry.
Распоряжение! Я иду!
Right, let's continue to pull forwards on the left side as well. Maybe use the rockets to take those out.
Жду распоряжений.
Not sure if we have to kill off all of them, but
Пехота идет! Есть!
we'll go run in there. Oh, there is an AT gun that we did not see.
К бою готов!
Орудие готово.
Let's
Огонь!
attack that with the rockets.
Да. Какие координаты? Да.
Come on, man. Just
Стреляем из
rocket it.
орудия.
Just rocket it. There you go.
Еще один сдох!
Okay, cool. So that's that one dealt with.
Приказы? Готов выполнять приказ. Так точно!
Let's just move forwards here.
Да!
Get them on their bellies.
Пехота в пути!
Move up. And over here, we're okay. Let's get these guys out.
Пехота здесь!
Again, on your bellies,
Так
men.
точно!
And we'll push forwards. Have the tanks line up.
Готов! Засекли врага!
And we want to do the same here as well.
Ожидаю распоряжений. Пехота здесь!
Готовы к атаке.
Готовы служить! Готов! Готовы служить! Пехота в пути!
Right, I need
Техника
to
готова к
make sure
работе.
that falls back.
Слушаю! Пехота здесь!
Okay, we need to take care of that 88.
У меня бинты готовы!
There we go. Cool.
Готов!
Well, those guys went a little bit too far. Let's just put this on fire at will.
Перемещаю орудие. Двигаю орудие. Так точно. Нужны патроны, топливо, ремонт. Готов.
Артиллерия готова! Орудие готово! Пехота готова!
Okay,
Готов выполнять
so that infantry's just been wrecked. There's a couple of tanks on that left side by the looks of things.
Приказ. Готовы к атаке.
So let's just push forwards really hard here.
Двигаюсь.
Приказы! Пехота идет! Пехота идет! Пехота идет! Пехота идет! Есть! Пехота
Okay,
здесь!
that meant those guys got killed.
Приказы!
Whoops.
Готовы служить!
I kept forgetting that I was like commanding all of them at the same time.
Техника готова к
This
работе!
is why you keep your units consolidated in a game like this. It doesn't really matter.
Я готов! Готовы служить!
Get in there.
К бою готов! Техника готова к работе! Да!
Yeah, there's a couple of tanks down here now that we need to take care of.
Приказы!
Need the T-34 to just drive ahead.
Открыть! Мы готовы! Мы готовы! Да! Приказы!
There we go.
Приказы!
Okay. So, I don't know. I tried to do that a bit more tactically, I guess, but it just didn't really work out. It's fine.
Готовы к атаке!
Got plenty of tanks left.
Темпе! Так точно!
All of my infantry is dead though.
Я
Got a few units here, but
приказов. В пути!
they're not going to do too
готова
much.
к работе! Обнаружен противник!
The attack on there. Nice. Getting rid of those AT guns very easily.
Пехота готова!
I've even got infantry to spot units for me now.
Слушаю!
That's them dealt with. And we'll move over to the right side and finish those lot off.
Пехота идет!
Cool.
Приказы! Приказы! Уже иду! Приказы! Приказы! Да! Да! Транспорт готов!
I wanted to be a bit more tactical about this, but I guess we could have just slammed through from the start.
Готовы к атаке! Приказы! Обнаружен противник! Пехота здесь! Готовы служить! Пли по цели! Пехота идет! Ожидаю приказов! Понял?
Get those into the trenches and then should just be able to push through. Nice.
Уже
I
иду!
think that got rid of the tanks there at least. I'm gonna need a bit more ammo for the tanks, honestly.
Грузовик снабжения готов! Приказы!
But yeah, they're rolling over.
Ожидаю приказов! Готовы к атаке!
And there's also, yeah, a truck that made the wrong turn. Straight into loads of tanks. He's like, whoops. Did like a 180 drift there. Complete J turn.
Уже иду!
Cool.
Транспорт готов!
Advance and occupy the airfield and close the pocket around the city.
Ожидаю приказов! Да!
Alright, let's make sure these trucks come up and resupply.
Артиллерия готова! Двигаю орудие! Орудие готово! Перемещаю орудие! Слушаю.
Let's just unload these guys. We need more infantry. That is basically my infantry. The only two I have left.
Распоряжение!
Yeah, these guys can unload as well.
Reinforcements arrived.
Артиллерия готова!
And right, let's push up
Есть!
the artillery.
Двигаю орудие!
We have more tanks here, so let's use those.
Ожидаю приказов!
Add those to group 1.
Нужны патроны!
The
Топливо,
infantry
ремонт!
can unload and be part of group 2.
Распоряжение! Пехота идет! Готовы к атаке!
And that's another supply vehicle, so let's get that to work.
Слушаю. Да,
Alright,
слушаю.
armor car.
Двигаюсь!
May as well come up and help us out. Let's just tow this.
Орудие готово. Готов выполнять приказ. Уже иду! Распоряжение.
We have plenty of tanks. I think they're all pretty much sorted.
Да. Я иду!
Let's go ahead and take the
Ну
airfield.
уже! Жду распоряжений. Понял? Стреляйте! Готовы служить!
Oh,
Уже
careful of the
иду!
rockets, men.
Пехота в пути!
Oh my. That could have gone very badly.
Есть! Так точно! Какие координаты? Уже иду!
Now, where's the other rocket launcher? There it
Оружие
is.
готово. Будет сделано. Готовы к атаке. Понял? Есть! Засекли врага!
Oh, there goes one of my tanks.
Так точно! Так точно!
Oh, that's a flak 88. Kill that, please.
Уничтожили врага! Атакуем! Пехота готова! Слушаю! Огонь!
There we go. Now we need to kill those tanks.
Давай же! Пехота в пути! Уже иду! Техника готова к работе! Иду! Пехота
That
здесь!
artillery is
Пехота в
wrecking
пути!
my men.
В темпе! В темпе! Пехота в пути!
Moving a few through the grass there just so that
Я
they
готов!
can reveal stuff ahead of us.
Да. Пехота в пути! Техника готова к
Okay, we
работе!
got actual tank coming through the edges here, through the field. Just make sure we wreck those.
Идет врач! Я иду!
Not going to last very long by the looks of things, which is nice.
Мы готовы!
And we shall continue to crush the artillery after that. There we go.
Готовы служить! Врач идет! Какие координаты? Что за координаты? Распоряжение? Распоряжение?
May as well have the
Готовы
trucks
выполнять
here
приказ.
come up and repair them.
Обездвижены! Уже иду! Слушаю! Замечен враг! Медпомощь нужна?
Great,
Двигаюсь! Есть раненый.
we've done it.
Уже иду! Готовы к атаке! Двигаюсь!
Nice explosive finish there, I think. One more AT gun, maybe?
You managed to take back the airport. You did
Brilliant.
well, comrades.
2 stars.
Comrade, I hear tank engines from the north. They must be trying to break out of the city.
Brave comrades. You must prevent them from breaking out of the pocket at all costs.
Слушаю, ожидаю распоряжений.
Alrighty then.
Готовы к
Repel
атаке!
the German liberators. 6 out of 15 must be destroyed.
Reinforcements arrived.
Я готов!
Okay.
Давай же! Ожидаю приказов.
Where are they even going? Okay, so I think they're coming this way.
Так точно! Бинты у меня готовы.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Я готов.
Either way, rockets are able to help out, hopefully.
Ожидаю приказов. Поживее! Грузовик
Let's get these
снабжения
trucks out of the
готов.
way. May as well unload that guy as well.
Обнаружен противник. Распоряжение.
Gonna get an extra dude onto that. Nice.
Готовы к атаке. Уже иду. Готов.
Get that supply truck out of the way.
Готовы к атаке. Есть.
We'll do an attack move from this side towards here.
Готов. Ну уже. Неприятель. Пехота в пути.
Gonna get this infantry
Будет сделано.
up here.
Да.
Scout for us. If they don't get all killed.
Техника готова к работе. Готов выполнять приказ. Так точно.
Nice.
Да. Жду распоряжений.
Oh, we destroyed 6 already. I think 1 might escape. Pretty sure 1 shot us from the other side here. But, I mean, we've pretty much got the road on lockdown now. Fabulous. It's 15, we've destroyed 13, 1 escaped, and that would be the last of them.
Your heroic efforts successfully kept the fascists trapped inside the pocket. Rest a while now, comrades. Tomorrow we are going to take back Klin and drive back the Germans.
Yeah, 2 stars in the end. Didn't expect all of those extra objectives, but certainly made the mission a lot longer. I think we did pretty well there. Taking out plenty of infantry. We lost a lot of our own infantry, unfortunately. It would have been nice to keep more of them alive. I think in the middle of the mission there, where I spread them out, it was probably a bad idea. I probably should just kept all my units together and just slammed each bit individually. But either way, nice mission. Let's move on to the summary.
Monday, December 1st, 1941. My heart and mind is still in Leningrad. I would have loved to have stayed and helped defend it, but we had more pressing matters at hand. We were transferred to Moscow. How did the Germans get so far so quickly? How can it be that the heart of the motherland is now in danger? For weeks the city has been under attacks, but the Germans were unable to capture it. I would suggest it was because of the unbroken will of the Red Army, but my strategist mind says it was also because of the Rasputitsa. Nothing could prepare them for the mud season, and for the frost after it. When I arrived in Moscow, the Germans sat freezing at the gates, unprepared for what was coming for them. It was time to drive them away from our capital. We approached Klin from the northeast to encircle the Germans and take the airport from them. And we sent them running. My men sent the fascists home in the worst possible way. You could really tell we were fighting for our motherland. I knew that my men would need some unconventional methods to flank the German defenses, so I taught them some of Chuikov's tactics. I think it turned out all right. While we took the airport, Rokossovsky approached Klin from the south, and we could encircle and free the city. Our comrades on other parts of the front were similarly successful. The fascists are on the run, and Moscow is safe for now. Today we celebrate. Tomorrow, we free the rest of our motherland.
And next time we will be moving on to the Battle of Stalingrad. So, there's that to look forward to, but in the meantime, hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.